Hey everybody, my name is Michael, and today we are at $100,000. This is a couple days after we were at 100,000 and we dropped to like 93, 94, and we were kind of chilling. People were like, oh no, what's happening? Well, there was some bad news, some rumors, some speculation. People were selling, people were making profits. The AI was taking over, and now we're back at 100,000. We hit a new all-time high not too long ago, earlier this month, of $104,000. I've been waiting a couple days to actually make more than a week now to make this video, that we hit $100,000 and we were stable above $100,000 for a decent amount of time. That was kind of bouncing around, there was a little sell-off, and now we're back at 100,000, and there's huge speculation of where are we going next. Are we going to hit 120, 150, 180, 200,000, the moon? And when's altcoin season? What's going on? There was a lot of stuff earlier over these past 2-3 weeks. You had this platform for basically pumping and live streaming that the UK regulators banned because you had a lot of attention-seeking and crazy stunts being pulled on this platform. If you give live streaming to the TikTok generation and you include crypto and pumping and potential to make $100,000 or more in a matter of a couple minutes, well, bad things can happen, such as people specifically making these live streams, lying on these live streams, sometimes even going as far as hurting themselves and completely breaking the terms of service to just make a quick buck. And there were some other people, like this kid who generated $30,000 for himself just by live streaming to his audience, and then he flicked them off because he dumped on them super quick. Well, then the crypto enthusiasts and detectives in the community discovered, hey, let's dox this guy, even though he's a 10 or 11-year-old kid or whatnot. And they made coins. They not only pumped his coin after he dropped it, they pumped other coins which were made that were based off of his family members, with photos of his family members and dog, and supposedly someone kidnapped his dog. I don't know, it's crazy stuff. Anyways, so soon after, the platform got, there's certain regulations being introduced in certain countries, and the UK was the first to ban that platform. And the platform started going down in value because they actually banned live streaming on the platform. So that was a huge success. And then they realized, wow, what have we done? We've created a monster. And then after that, based on Solana, you had the Hawk Tua girl who also... There was a lot of news, and some people are reporting that she dumped on her fans. Others are reporting that it wasn't her, it was her team. It's kind of like vesting, where she's not able to sell these tokens after a year. Either way, her reputation has gone down. People have lost money. Her coin was launched, and supposedly she made it to, encourage her fans. Hey, I'm a new celebrity. You can support me through this cryptocurrency movement project, whatnot. And then just so happens that some team members of hers had, or a couple wallets that allegedly were associated with her team members, dumped, and you had some crazy situations there. In terms of everything that's been going on, there's been a lot of scams, there's been a lot of schemes, there's been a lot of pumping and dumping, and the number one thing is you will always have this when success is near, when there's a lot of crazy stuff happening. So what can we do? Well, first thing is stay safe with the cryptocurrency. Second, if you're part of Telegram groups, Discord groups, any other groups you may see, especially online, if you see your favorite YouTuber recommending a project, do your proper research into it. And especially if you think, hey, I'm able to make, this seems a little sketchy, but I am able to make a probably decent penny off it, but it as little as you can. And be all right with it. It's like, at that point, going to the casino gambling. Be all right that you're going to burn that money. What happens if you actually do burn that money? Because that may certainly happen. So, as long as you're okay with that, as long as you're not putting any crazy money in, you're going to have probably a blast. Instead of doing parlays, you're going to do a little investing into similar how NFTs were a big craze, 2 years ago, or DeFi, and DeFi is still a big thing, but it's obviously expanding. However, there's bad projects out there. There's good projects out there. Always stay safe. Either way, cryptocurrency, we're at new heights. Also, in terms of the market cap for all these cryptocurrencies, 3-4 trillion. Hey, maybe these are new records. I'm excited. As someone who was initially part of this wave, remember when Bitcoin was below $1,000? I remember. You remember. Probably most of us remember. It's crazy. We bought Bitcoin when it was a couple $1,000s, and oh my God, I wish I had it. I wish I had a whole Bitcoin. I do know people with multiple Bitcoins, and they're doing pretty well. That's not their only investment. They have their 401ks and other assets and real estate and whatnot. But we all make mistakes. Number one thing is dollar cost average into the future, and you don't care if it goes up, down, because number one thing is you're thinking forward 10, 20, 50 years into the future. Bitcoin is a limited asset. There will be a day where eventually the mining gets too difficult for most companies. It's unprofitable, and it's going to get into an atmosphere where it's so rare, so tough, so many people will lose, and I'm talking like way decades into the future, where to own a whole Bitcoin, we're going to be approaching $1 million or more, and you're going to have people that are deceased for one reason or another. They didn't include the instructions in their will, and there's going to be cryptocurrency that just ends up lost in the ether space. So this asset, it's rare. It's going to appreciate over time because there's going to be less and less of it. Once we hit that maximum, that's it. There's no more Bitcoin to mine. Hopefully in our lifetimes, as long as healthcare and medicine generally improves. And I'm excited. I'm excited because we have reached new heights. From seeing Bitcoin at $20,000, that was its peak back then, and crashing and going through another bull run and crashing. That previous bull run, I don't really consider it a real bull run. Yeah, we hit new heights and whatnot, but now this is an actual bull run. Not only that, but stocks and a whole lot of other investments were doing pretty well. We're still in weird times after COVID, after what's going on. Are we going into a recession generally and unemployment rates? But I'm very excited with what's to come. Outside of cryptocurrency, the asset that I've invested, digital asset, only a couple $100 in. We're approaching $1,000 valuation. I decided, hey, I'm probably going to flip that now and try and make some money. And we've got some other assets that are appreciating. So I'm excited. I had my best month ever last month in sales. We're going to kill it. And if you're new to this channel, consider checking out my Volvo car sales channel. I need some more people to subscribe on over there, and we appreciate it. And maybe if you like me, subscribe on over here. Thanks. Have a great day and take care. And pretty soon we're going to be posting more content. We're moving out from a studio into a one-bedroom apartment, me and my wife, and I bought myself a chair. We're going to buy another desk. I'm going to have my own little space to actually create content now. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I really want to start live streaming again when we have more time. Thanks. Take care.